My name is Kamau Lilian. I come from Kiambu County, Limuru Sub-County, a place called Tigoni, whereby I'm a social worker of a children's home. The children's home is called Maisha Mema Children's Home. We are located in Tigoni, a place called Idhanje Road. And I've come all the way from Limuru to Machakos County in the aim of tracing for relatives of these three boys that I have here. On my left hand side I have Dennis Musyoki, I have Nicholas who is the youngest, and I have Sammy who is the second born. And we've stayed with these boys from 2019 February, whereby we have been assisting them with the basic things, and we have also been educating them. And backdating to their story, these boys were living in Mukuru kwa Jenga, whereby they were rescued by a good Samaritan. Their mom had left them in the house, and then the good Samaritan took the step, because they were abandoned there. She took them to the police. Then the police, because they couldn't house them, they took them to another home called The Nest. The Nest is also in Limuru. It houses children of imprisoned parents, but now these ones, their mother was not imprisoned. And then they couldn't. The Nest offers a temporary placement for kids. Now they reached out to Maisha Mema, whereby we give a more permanent placing for children. And that is how they came to our place. We have been staying with them, and we all know the best place that a child can grow in is a family, and with the relatives, with parents, or even with or without parents. The relatives can also be their guardians, and they can stay with them. So with us, that is why we are trying to see if we can trace and we can do a successful tracing, that we can reintegrate these kids with their relatives or their family. And to backdate, in our institution, we deal with neglected children, orphans, vulnerable, abandoned, and our institution is 25 years old. We began in Nairobi, but then we shifted in Limuru.
So when did you begin the process of searching for their family or tracing their family?
So they came to us in 2019 February, then I was employed in the same year, November. So immediately I was employed, that is 2020 February, 2020 March. I tried to go to Mukuru to trace. I think I've made like around 3 trips there to see if something has really materialized, but nothing has come up. So that is why now I decided to take a different route. Not now doing physical visits. I do the media thing. Sorry if I do. They have Kamba names, because this one is Dennis Musyoki, this one is Nicholas Wambua, and this other one is Samuel Wambua. So because they have Kamba names, we decided let's also try with Kamba stations. Maybe it will also cover a wide range of the Kamba people, and maybe from that we are hoping for the best.
Yes.
There is nothing that he tells us. He doesn't remember anything at all. And I'm not trying to defend them, but I guess with how you are raised and with the kind of life that you live at a young age, it also, I guess, inachangia, because I don't think they had a very permanent place. Maybe today they are here, tomorrow they are there, their mother is there, their mother is not there. I guess inakuwa ngumu to have a consistency with how you have been living. I guess hiyo ndio imekuwa challenge kubwa.
So they can't know the names of the other.
The only name that we have for the mother, from the other institution, they told us the mother's name was Muikali. Just the other day as we were coming this side, I don't know if it's because we were coming to Machakos, Dennis mentioned about Machakos, but anything else to do with the Machakos, nothing. So I tend to think maybe he thought because we are coming to Machakos, maybe that is where they come from. But ever since they came to our place, there has never been any name of the region where they came from. Yes. Appealing to the public to like really help us. Maybe unaweza ona hizi sura za hawa watoto maybe you can connect. If kabisa you have any idea or anything that resembles maybe the whereabouts of these kids, we would appreciate so much if you come through for us, because we would really be so happy if these boys get to know their relatives and more so even their mother, and they experience the motherly love, because I know it's kind of difficult to stay in a place, in as much as we may give them good life, there's also that bit of I wish we would know where we came from. Yes, I had asked them, and I keep on asking them. Yes, I engage them, because I cannot do it blindly. I also have to seek for their consent if they would want us to trace their relatives and what they are feeling about it. They told me they are okay, and they would also be very happy to meet their relatives, and especially their mother. And the biggest thing they told me, actually even yesterday, they would want to know why she left them. They would want to know, and they have nothing against her, but they would want to see her and to know why she left them. We've been able to do several successful tracing and even the reintegration bits, and just this year, when I've told you I went to Kameme, I went with these 3 boys and another girl, and fortunately that girl got her relatives. And then 2021 I did 2 successful stories, and then I've already reintegrated them to their families. And then 2019 there's also another success story, and I reintegrated successfully to the parents, or to that one actually I reintegrated to the distant relatives that were willing to take care of these kids. And even this one, if it becomes a success story, it doesn't like really have to be like the biological mother or whoever. Even if it's a distant family, we will also appreciate. Currently I have 44, but we also have a larger program outreach in Soweto, Nairobi, whereby there we support over 300 children, and our main key thing is education. So we support these kids in their families. Now the program that is in Nairobi, so we have 300, and then the institution part, I have 44 currently. And from my side, or from my own view, I believe it's a good thing, only where possible, because in some instances you would really want to reintegrate, but then to where you are integrating that child to, it's not. And as I had said earlier, it's also my joy to see kids being raised in a family, in a normal family, whereby they get to experience the normal family daily routines and the normal family upbringing. To me, it's a good thing, only where possible. My name is Lillian Kamau. I work for my Shamima Children's Home as a social worker, and I permit the faces of these children to be used in the media to aid us in tracing their relatives, and I give a consent. However you want to use them for us to get a successful ending, it's okay. We have the firstborn of this family is Dennis Mosioki. He's 13 years old, be joining grade 7 next year. Then we have Samuel Wamboa, who is 12 years. He'll be joining grade 6 in January. Then we have the last born. Tunafikiria ni last born wa hii familia. He's Nicholas Wamboa. He's 11. He'll be joining grade 5 in January.